Good day everyone, I'm Jonilyn for Lucas Facun from Math 3A and this is my final investigation. The title of our game is Kado Game. So before we proceed, first I want you to know the meaning of Kado in Japanese because Kado is a Japanese word which means card. So our game for today is a card game. We have 26 cards. Each card has a letter from A to Z, and each player takes 3 or fewer cards. The last player who get the last cards will win. So we have here the cards A to Z. So we have here the table 1 and table 2. In table 1, we have P1, which is the player 1, P2, the player 2, and the remaining cards. And the first move goes to the player 1. Player 1 get 3 cards while player 2 get 3 cards also. So we have 26 cards minus 3 plus 3, the total of 6 is equal to 20 cards. We have 20 cards remaining. And in 20 cards remaining, player 1 get 2 cards and player 2 get 3 cards. So 20 remaining minus 5 cards is equals to 15. Then the next move, player 1 get 1 card and player 2 get 2 cards. So 15 remaining cards minus 3 cards is equals to 12 cards. Player 1 get 3 cards and player 2 also get 3 cards. So the 12 remaining cards minus 6 is equals to 6 cards. Again, player 1 get 2 cards and player 2 get 1 card. So 6 remaining cards minus 3 cards is equals to 3. And then the last move will goes to player 1 which get 3 cards. So the winner in table 1 is the player 1. We move on to table 1 and go to table 2. In table 2, we also have the player 1, player 2, and the remaining cards. The first move is player 1 again, which get 3 cards, while player 2 get 3 cards also. So the remaining cards is 20. Again, player 1 get 3 cards, and player 2 get 3 cards also. And the remaining cards is 14. Player 1 get 3 cards and player 2 get 3 cards. And the remaining cards is 8. Player 1 get 3 cards and player 2 get 1 card. So the remaining cards is only 4. And then player 1 get 3 cards and player 2 get 1 card. Here in table 2, our winner is player number 2. Here is the overview of table number 1. Player 1 get the letter X, Y, and Z. So, player 1 is the winner. While in table 2, player 2 wins because player 2 get the letter Z. Using the table above, we can know the winners. In table 1, player number 1 wins, while in table 2, player number 2 wins. We cannot say that player number 1 is the always winner because in my views, it is up to the player. While the cards is decreasing, the chances to win is 70-30 because we can predict the move of other player. If the cards is only 8 below, the player who moved that time has the 100% chance to win the game. In the other side, Roy wants to try if each player should get only 2 cards, nothing more and nothing less, what would be the result? Who will win the game? In this problem or question, we can use the Polya's four-step process for solving problem. The first step is understand the problem. So we have 26 cards and Roy wants to know what is the result if each player get nothing less and nothing more, only two cards. And our next step, devise a plan. Use a table to see what would be the result and who will get the last cards. We have step 3, which is carry out the plan. So we have table 1 and table 2 again. In table 1, we have player 1 and player 2 and the remaining cards. So if the player 1 get 2 cards and also the player 2, we only have 22 cards. And if the player 1 and player 2 get 2 cards again, we only have 18 cards. And in the next pick, we have 14 cards left. And if the both player get 2 cards again, we only have 10 cards left. And if they get again 2 cards, we only have 6 cards left. And if they get 2 cards again, we only have 2 cards left. So the last 2 cards left goes to player number 1. So the winner in table number 1 is the player number 1. So let's move on and go to table number 2. And in table number 2, I tried to switch their place. The first move will goes to player 2 and the second move goes to player number 1. And we have the remaining cards. And if we see the result, the winner in table number 2 is the player number 2. So see the difference? In table number 1, player 1 is the winner. And in table number 2, player 2 is the winner. And our last step is step 4, which is look back. Looking back in step 3, which is the carry out the plan, as we can see in the table 1, the winner is the player number 1. And in table 2, I tried to switch their position and the winner is player number 2. I observed that if who will be the first to move is become the winner. Since we have 26 cards and 26 is an even numbers and it is also divisible by 2, always the first one to move will be the winner. That's all. Thank you for listening. Bye.